What games are dropping on Kickstarter in August? Well, let me tell you about all the games that I know about coming up. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Clayton, and on this channel, I help you guys discover new and exciting games. I can't believe July is already over. It was a great month for Kickstarter. Some really great games came out. Now, before we dive right into things, I just want to mention that from what I can tell, August doesn't have too many games dropping this month, but there is still quite a few games that I'm excited for, so let's just jump right into it. First off, have you ever heard of a gaming table that costs only $400? Well, the Ironwood gaming table is launching on Kickstarter on August 9th, and it's going to be one of the cheapest gaming tables you can buy. Now, I believe for that base price of $400, that only gets you the base of the table, which it is a 3x5 foot table, so it is a standard size of a regular dining room table. However, it can extend up to 7 feet, which can fit quite a few people around the table. But if you want to turn this into a dining room table, those topper leaves are going to be a bit extra to purchase as well. Now, what's really cool about those toppers is the fact that you can put legs on them, so you can use them as a side table to put your snacks and drinks on, or you can actually place them on the table to raise it even higher, so you can play a campaign game and have your other components on the gaming table itself. Now, I did notice that this campaign is actually launching in Calgary, which is my home city, so I actually reached out to Cloud Puncher Games to see if I can at all review a prototype table for you guys on the channel. They said it might be a possibility. I'm still waiting for an email back to see if at all this could happen, but that might be a video to look forward to on the channel. Dead Reckoning: The Letter of Marque, coming August 9th. This is going to be a reprint with a new Saga edition. There are featured 2 sets to add to the game. One is the Flags of the Old World, that will come with 2 new Empire boards, new resources, and a new Explorer card to add to the player's deck. And another one with a story-driven saga with secrets to enjoy as you play through the saga. If you're new to Dead Reckoning, this is a 4X pirate-themed game, and it's one of AEG's biggest projects yet. And I can honestly say I haven't seen another game like this with how they use their card drafting and their cinematic combat system in the game. It's definitely a mind-blowing game. However, if you're somebody that enjoys lighter style games, this might not be a game for you. Anahuac, a miniature war game. Play as one of the great armies and place your miniatures on the table and go to battle. The players will search and pursue warriors to join their cause. Gather resources to use as weapons. There's over 80 plus different tiles, so you can create an infinite number of battle scenarios. You can also mix and match your battles to create your own tournament. A miniature war game that sounds really cool, and it sounds like it's going to have a lot of replayability value to it. Now, if you like miniature war games, check out this next game. Halls of Hegra, coming August 2nd. Command a group of Norwegian volunteers and fight against the German forces. It's a solo game that plays 70 to 90 minutes. There is worker placement, bag building, and area control, with a bit of tower defense mechanics. This one is worth looking into if you're a solo player. I do have a link for it down below if you want to learn more about it. Barbaric After the Apocalypse, coming to Kickstarter August 8th. A survival competitive miniature racing game for 2 to 4 players. Choose your rider that is a mutant animal and your gear to build endless combos with your action deck. Survive against giant monsters, and each turn the players will take actions to move, search, play cards, fight, and steal the energy core. In the end, there will only be one survivor. This game looks so sick. I love the art style of this one. It's very dark and grim. I'm not too sure if it is a player elimination game though, because I'm not a big fan of those, but it definitely looks great, and I'm definitely excited for this one. Kinfire Chronicles of Nightfall, August 9th. A cooperative role-playing game for 1 to 4 players with quick setup and modular and custom quest. No GM is required. High Kick, the backpacking board game, August 16th. A mid-weight strategy-based tabletop board game that offers solo, competitive, and team options. Every game has its own unique adventure. The game features a bit of action selection, set collection, resource management, and push your luck, with a touch of trading and take that. Now, listen to this. This actually is a player elimination game. However, when you are eliminated from the game because you made poor hiking decisions, you're actually not eliminated from the game entirely. You actually get to come back as a bear and chase down all of the other players. To me, that sounds really awesome, because I would definitely maybe try to fail so I can have fun playing as a bear. Forsaken, coming August 16th. Become a legend in a sci-fi western immersive sandbox adventure game. You take on the role of a character looking to leave their mark in the harsh setting in a western world. Every character has their own personalized branching story, with every path uniquely tailored to the choices that you make along the way. At the end of your turn, you may trigger an event or encounter that allows you the opportunity to permanently change the game. Now, this one sounds incredible, especially if you like narrative storytelling games. This one definitely looks like it's going to be one of a kind with how it's a sci-fi western game. I'm really excited for this one. Can't wait for this one to drop as well. Wizards and Relics Awakening. Choose a powerful wizard, pick up an ancient relic, and battle your rivals. A new expansion coming to Wizards and Relics. There will be new wizards and new relics, and more stuff that you already love from the base game. The Fog, Escape from Paradise, relaunching on Kickstarter. a competitive, challenging, and enthralling game where you are playing as a guardian trying to coordinate the different islanders through a difficult path towards their boats. Now this one is definitely a game not to overlook. It looks like it's a good puzzle strategy game. If you're really into those, it's going to need your support because it is by a first-time publisher. So if that sounds like a game that you're interested in, definitely look into this one and see if it is right for you. Now those actually are the games that I personally know the dates for, but I do think there are some more games coming out in August, which are Sea of Legends, Vengeance of the Empires. Now this one is actually supposed to be dropping sometime in the summer of 2022, and we're in August now, so I'm not too sure if it's actually dropping this month or maybe a bit next month. When it does drop, I'll definitely cover it, but that's just something to keep in mind that this is dropping pretty soon. Rise and Fall, a game where each player controls a civilization trying to expand and progress in a fantasy world. The game board features 3D elements to represent the world and its unique landscape, where glaciers live on islands and huge cliffs are common barriers and challenges to overcome. Each game that you play will bring a different map for you to enjoy. Now, I'm not too sure if this is dropping this month, but I have seen some reviews for it, so I'm expecting it to drop sometime soon. Now, they say this one is pretty easy to learn with enough strategy for every type of gamer to enjoy. So even if you're a newer gamer or a heavier style gamer, this game might work for you. Trailblazers, a tile laying and drafting game that can play up to 8 players with 2 sets of the game. Again, this is another game that I talked about before. I'm not too sure if it canceled or just got pushed back. It is a simple tile laying game to earn points. There's different paths that you can take: biking, hiking, kayaking. Definitely worth looking into. You can play up to 8 players if you get 2 sets. Looks pretty cool. The Old King's Crown, a card-driven contest where you play as heirs to a vacant throne. Use your unique abilities and leverage your followers' traits to the best of your abilities to outwit your opponents. Now, according to the website, this is supposed to be dropping in Q3, so if it doesn't drop this month, it's definitely dropping next month, and I wanted to let you guys know about it because it sounds like a fun, card-driven, area control style of game. And finally, we have Dune: War of Arrakis. Now, I'm actually not too sure if this is dropping this month or not, but due to CMON's track record, when they announce a new Kickstarter, the Kickstarter date is soon to follow. So I do believe this is going to be dropping at the end of the month or early September. It is going to be a really great miniature war game. It has a great designer behind it, the designer that made War of the Ring. I'll definitely cover it when it does drop, so stay tuned for that. And check out this video right here to learn about all the great games at Gen Con, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.